Good evening, one and all. Welcome back. We're here. We're live. We're ready to go. Welcome back, viewers, one and all, to War Games News Radio and a Fistful of Neutrons, a Fallout 2D20 live adventure. My name is Ryan Danger, overseer for this game and host of War Games News Radio with a crooked camera. There we go. It's a little bit better. And these are our lovely players. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
Smello. Welcome, one and all, to episode 15 of our live play campaign using the Fallout 2D20 system by Modifius Entertainment. We are live on YouTube and Twitch every other Friday, and a big thank you to everyone for tuning in and joining us tonight, as this is another very special episode, because once again, we are raising funds to aid humanitarian efforts in Ukraine, and we're also making a draw tonight for a terrain piece giveaway courtesy of our friend Levi Roper over at LR Tabletop, friend of the channel, who's donated some lovely terrain pieces which have been featured in some recent battle report videos here on the channel, and we are going to be giving away some terrain. The winner of the contest will get in contact with Levi, and he's going to make you some pretty cool, awesome custom terrain for you to use in any of your post-apocalyptic tabletop needs. So it'll be great for Fallout Wasteland Warfare, but any sort of Warhammer or Apocalypse games, it's going to go great for you on the tabletop. So if you haven't entered the contest already through our previous video, then what you can do is you can comment !prize pack in the thread here tonight to enter into that win. You will be able to see on our screen here this lovely spinning wheel, which your names will get added onto there, and at the halftime, when we return from our break, we're going to do the draw, and you will find out who the winner is then. We're going to do it live, and it's going to be pretty fun. Fuck it, we'll do it live. It's going to be a great time. But more important than that, we are, as mentioned, raising funds for humanitarian efforts in Ukraine. As I'm sure anyone who hasn't been living under a rock knows, Ukraine has been invaded and is under attack from Russian forces. And
what?
Yeah, it's not great. It's not a good look. 2 million people evacuated already. I was actually talking to a friend of the channel earlier today who lives in Poland, who's been talking with some Polish refugees there. And yeah, I'll spare you the gory details, but it's not great. So we were lucky enough to be involved with Project Hope and their Fallout for Hope campaign. So we are raising funds tonight, and we are raising funds in perpetuity. As long as people need help, we're going to be raising funds. So you can find a link to where you can donate in the description of our live stream down below. Donations are being matched, which is something new that we've learned from our previous stream 2 weeks ago. So in between that time, there's been a donor who's come forward to match all donations up to $300,000. So if your dollars weren't going far with this project already, they certainly are now, because every dollar equals 2. So anything you're able to give, it will be matched up to $300,000. So please, anything you can think to give is great. If you're not able to give, please consider sharing the link with some folks if they're feeling down about this whole situation and not knowing what they can do to try to help some folks. This is one way that you can help the people impacted by this crisis. So
Yuri's going to go ahead and donate 20 caps right now.
There you go. We've thrown in ourselves, so we're not just leaning on your fine folks' kindnesses as well. We have been donating ourselves, so anything you're able to do and throw in there, anything you're able to match will go a long way. In fact, wow, we've just gone up wild. Someone donated $100 here today.
Yeah.
Just
Thank
today.
you so much.
Yeah, we had set a $100 goal last week, which we blew past, and I cranked it up to $300 for this stream, and we've already surpassed it. So I'm a little bit speechless right now. That's
whoever that was, thank you so much.
An anonymous donor donated $100. Thank you so much. Gallon also donated. Another friend of ours, the channel, donated another $10. I'm feeling kind of misty-eyed right now. I'm a little bit blown away. So thank you all.
You guys are wonderful. You guys are
so
amazing.
much. That's amazing. Every dollar is being donated, so this $300 is already $600. So thank you. Spread the word far and wide. Every little bit helps. And by joining in on the stream today, you can win yourself some awesome swag as well from LR Tabletop. So stay tuned. Enter into the draw by commenting !prize pack in the community chat, and we'll do that draw at halftime. If you are just joining us, thank you so much for tuning in. I see we've got a lot of the regulars back in the crew today. We've got Devin Shipwreck, which is awesome. Oh, and some new faces. Joe Snow. Almost called you Jon Snow, but that's a different guy, right? Vault Viking, thank you so much for joining. We got lots of folks late night joining in Scotland. MMCD333, thank you so much for tuning in. Awesome. And we're going to get things going with way more action here in the Fallout Wild Wasteland. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've got lots of other content. Fallout Wasteland Warfare, Skyrim Sundays, shooting a new episode of that tomorrow. Very excited. That'll come out in 1 week's time. Lots of great stuff coming, more crafting videos, and of course, while you're here today, Fallout 2D20. So, before we get right into the action, a quick content warning to some of our viewers that the world of Fallout often deals with some dark, violent, and or sensitive subject matter. We avoid going to any super icky places, but this program does feature coarse language, violence, content, and that may be uncomfortable for some viewers. So if you think the post-apocalyptic wasteland isn't a place you want to be, then this might not be the show for you. But I think it is, because you're here now, and I think we're gonna have a really good time. So with all of that out of the way, let's go around our virtual tabletop here and once again get reintroduced to our lovely cast of characters, starting off with Grant playing the Rifleman, also known as Grant.
Yeah, I'm Grant Charles Elliott Kingsmith. Friends call me the Rifleman. People who hate my guts call me the Rifleman. I don't recommend getting COVID twice in a row, and I'm real happy we're back in the big city, not fighting off Mirelurks, bandits, and other nonsense here.
There's a lot of wasteland nonsense, and yeah, that's not a voice mod. That's just how he sounds now.
Yeah, I sound like this all the time. Yeah, this is all polyps, just polyps.
It's polyps all the way down. It's turtles
all polyps
all the way down. Oops, all polyps. Moving on to our next lovely cast member is one Johnny Bottlecap, played by Raj. Raj, tell us about yourself and Johnny Bottlecap.
Hello, my name is Raj, and I play the character of Johnny Bottlecap, a lovable little scamp, former vault dweller, ne'er-do-well, do-gooder. I don't know if those are contradictory terms, but he is all of those things. He tries to do well, but tries is the operative word. It doesn't always go that way. So,
tries is the crux of that sentence. But there has been some good recently, which I'll say there's been some bad, but more good than bad. So right now you're karmically neutral, leaning towards.
Mistakes do happen.
They do. There's a sign on the wall here which says just that as a reminder. And lastly, on our virtual tabletop is Justin, playing the character of Yuri. Justin, tell us about yourself and Yuri Andropov.
Yeah, hi, my name is Justin. I'm a lifelong gamer and nerd, Canadian here, and I play Yuri Andropov, a ghoul caravaner and ex-Catholic priest, still practicing Catholic priest maybe, with a bit of a mercurial past, a little bit of a mystery in there. So I'm super excited for tonight's episode. Thank you again so much for all the donations. Every little bit helps. Whoever donated that $100, you guys are incredible, amazing. So I'm ready to kick off and get started. We're starting off on a really positive note here tonight.
Yeah, so don't worry, it's all downhill from here. We got $100 up on the board, and not only that, you folks have some fistful of caps in your pockets. So without much further ado, let's get back into the game. Don't forget to comment !prize pack to win this piece of terrain, and if you can, please consider donating to Project Hope. But where we are now is a very different world and a very different wasteland, because we open on the bustling post-apocalyptic metropolis of Boulder City, the largest and finest trading hub in the wasteland that is known as the Colorado Territories. It's been 3 days since you all returned to the city as triumphant heroes, succeeding where all others failed in hauling back the Crimson Caravan's water tanker down to the Grand Western Reservoir and back again. It was no easy task to bring this water back to Boulder City, because traveling through the Badlands of Dogtown, you encountered all kinds of craziness. Starting off with heading through the northernmost fringes, you fought off a pack of raiders, which led you into a pack of wild dogs, some feral, some not, and even then a third pack of Mirelurks, if that's the correct vernacular for them, and their lovely overlord, Mirelurk Queen. After getting all the water, you encountered something very curious on your way home, and that was a small group of remnants of Caesar's Legion. And these Brahmin riders tried at all costs to hijack your cargo of H2O, but were thwarted thanks to some backup from the New California Republic, who set out an outpost in Boulder to protect their interests of the Crimson Caravan as they expand further east across the Rockies. The mood in the city is hopeful. Now that the taps are flowing again, business is booming in the Brahmin Tail Saloon. The Grand Bazaar has been buzzing with activity, and there's been a constant lineup of merchants trading wares at Trader Joe's and the many other stalls in the Grand Bazaar. And while things do seem to be looking up in these parts, word of your encounter with the Legionaries has been making its way around the rumor mill. This is cause to be unsettled. While the Legion never quite made it this far north during Caesar's expansion, word of their deeds, ill and otherwise, has made its way to Boulder City throughout the years, and since their defeat some 8 months ago, well, thoughts of their return don't look so good. But that was then. This is now. It's midday, and the weather is fine. You three have each been given a room free of charge for a week, courtesy of Whiskey Pete, at the Brahmin Tail Saloon, for all of the business that you've helped drum up in the last few days. And this is where we find our cast of characters. And before we go into what you three have been up to for the last few days, you've all leveled up since our last encounter. So let's quickly go around the horn and talk about what level 6 looks like for the Fistful of Neutrons crew. We'll start off with Yuri. Yuri, what has this latest quest completion and bout of experience brought to your table?
I thought I'd lean into my strengths as Yuri, and I upped the HP, obviously. My max HP has now gone up to 14. Not huge. I'm not a beefy ghoul. And then I actually just decided to sink my skills into more medicine. So now I have 5 medicine.
Nice.
6 science. So I'm pretty techy. I figured that would be the most useful for my character. I also took another rank in healer. So when I heal a patient's HP using the first aid action, increase the amount of HP healed by now +2. So any healing action I do now has +2 healing to it instead of just 1. So not exciting, but it gives us longevity here. If anybody gets shot, you want to get shot around me. If you're gonna get shot near me.
That makes a lot of sense.
If you're gonna get shot, if
you're gonna get shot.
So now, just so I know, that's a +2 to the HP. And what is it's because when you heal someone, it's medicine plus your healer skill, right? So what is your medicine?
My medicine is 5.
Oh, so you can heal 7 hit points in one go.
I can heal up to 7 hit points.
You're almost like 2 stim packs in a row, bud.
You're pretty good. You're pretty.
I'm not mad at it.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
That's
okay.
not too bad.
Good to know. Grant, what about yourself? What have you taken in this level 6 bump?
Well, very excitingly, I took Rifleman as a perk again. I had one already. Took another. It adds my damage dice, and if I can mod my gun at all, I'm at 8 combat dice per shot now.
Currently.
If I hit. Right now, I'm at 8. So if I can upgrade my receiver, which I'm gunning to do, I'm gonna get up to 10 damage dice per shot.
Gunning to do. Wow. Okay.
Got it.
That's awesome. So that's rank 2 in Rifleman. Okay, good to know.
I'm rank 2 in Rifleman. Yeah, my hit points 14, same as Yuri. I'm not a tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my strength's only 4, endurance is a 4. Rifleman's not a brawler. He's not a tough guy. He just gets by.
Sure. Okay, good to know. Yeah. And what did you put that
skill point? Small guns +6.
So that's
of course
maxed
is
out.
one of my tag skills. It's maxed out. No big surprise there.
Yeah.
So my target when I go to shoot something is 15.
Holy Jesus!
You have to try to miss.
I mean, my name is Rifleman. You'd expect the Rifleman to be able to shoot his rifle.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Unless it was an ironic name of some sort. And
True,
Yeah, like
true.
when a big guy's
so
name
rifleman.
or whatever.
Tiny,
Oh, the
yeah,
rifleman.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Tiny over here, like yeah, or a Little John scenario. Yeah,
Right.
check out the rifleman, like just fucking throwing rocks.
I don't even have one.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a stick.
Okay, good to know. Johnny,
Yeah.
what about yourself? What's happening in level 6?
Level 6 has Johnny up to 19 total hit points. So
You're the tank,
big.
apparently.
he's
guess-
apparently become the tank. He didn't start out to become the tank, but nevertheless, that's where we are. Put my extra skill into small guns, which is a tag skill. So now I'm up to 5, and my skill check against shooting is up to 12. So not quite rifleman status, but it's getting up there. And I took
Not bad.
the
I like
center
it.
mass perk. So basically, I get to automatically target a target's torso by default. And
That's
let's
kind of
see.
cool. Without
yeah.
spending an aim
without-
action.
Yeah, without having to increase the difficulty or use an aim. And I
yes.
can re-roll 1d20 when making basically a free re-roll on any shot I make. It's pretty cool.
That's fucking great.
That's pretty great.
It's real good.
That's pretty good. Okay, good to know. Fantastic. Okay, everyone's looking a little bit beefy now, which is good. A little bit of a spring in your step after the last series of encounters. Not so shabby. One thing to note, so all of your hit points have been restored because it was a little bit rough there at the end of the last quest. And also, this is more important to Johnny than anyone else, but your luck points have now also been,
I'm back,
been
baby.
refilled. Yes, so you're back up to your staggering 10 luck points there, Johnny, which ain't not too shabby.
He's feeling lucky.
Feeling lucky. Do you feel lucky, Punk? Well, it's a good question about how you feel because it's been a few days. I imagine we open on the Brahmin tale, and we have our group here. We'll say that at the moment the three of you are in and around the balcony sort of area. Think very much classic old Western town. It's plank floorboards. It's looking really ramshackle, but in the good way. As the sounds of the town and the settlement begin to swirl around you, and we got carts and Brahmins moving through and the whole 9 yards. You sit on the balcony of the Brahmin Tail as patrons go in and out, coming in, not staggering and kind of stumbling their way out the door. As mentioned, it's midday. How have things been here for you folks? How did you spend the immediate, the revelry when you came into town? How did the rest of the last few days go? We'll start with Yuri. Yuri, what have you been up to? It can be big, it can be small, somewhere in between.
I think that Yuri's been laying pretty low. After he got Enola May back, I think he took her to the stables and did just a real good job, like tearing down her bags, cleaning out everything, giving her a good rub down, scrub. Like he's just I think he's very grateful to have her back. And a lot of stress was lifted off of his shoulders. Enola May carries a lot for him, both physically and spiritually. So having her back was a great relief. So I think he just spent the last couple days trying to track down some leads on some people. We can do a scene later maybe about going to Trader Joe's. I think he would want to talk to Trader Joe.
Okay.
If he wants to get on board with maybe doing some gear or whatnot, some goods to send up to Longmount and get on the Longmount Trading, the newly minted Longmount Trading company.
That's right.
And then I think he's just been tending to his books and spending a lot of time in the bar, kind of just sitting, reading, and tending to his ledger. Nothing too crazy. He's laying pretty low.
Okay, good. And so, as a quick recap for those who may have missed the end of the last episode, by completing the water tanker quest, lovingly titled Furry Road through Dogtown, the gang was able to secure their trade route for Longmount. The goods that they need, for the most part, to keep the town afloat, the bare necessities, if you will, are going to be provided by the Crimson Caravan. Now all that's left is to actually get said caravan a-rolling with a couple precautions to go in there. So good, yeah, and Trader Joe's would be a great place to go and chat about some of that. So yeah, we'll add that to the itinerary of this lovely day. Johnny, what about yourself? What is it you would like to accomplish here in Boulder City on this fine day, and what have you been doing in your downtime?
What Johnny has been doing in his downtime is enjoying what I would like to refer to as a hero's welcome. As you'll recall, when we returned to town, we were greeted as absolute heroes for bringing that water back to town, and we got the whole place bumping back up again. So Johnny's really been milking that for all it's worth. Free drinks on Whiskey Pete, and making friends with anyone who will listen to him tell a story. So, I mean, after a few days of that, I think Johnny's ready to get his gear back in order. He spent a lot of his ammunition. He's looking at making maybe some mods to his guns, make himself a little bit more lethal in combat. So I would second that Trader Joe's is a place that Johnny's looking to visit here.
Okay, good to know. Yeah,
Heroes field trip, a little lunch, a little, go on a daddy-daughter date.
Yeah.
Who's the daddy? Who's the daughter? Who knows?
You can choose. It's
Doesn't matter.
2022.
It's 2022.
It's 2077. No, it's 2377.
You could be both. Fuck it.
All if you want.
There you go. Yeah, no, that all sounds right. Hero's welcome is the way to say it, Johnny. In fact, when you returned to town, you beelined it straight to the bar, and it's probably not a fair stretch to say that you've more or less been in the bar room pretty much this whole time. As such, yeah, definitely. We'll word of your exploits has not gone unnoticed. In fact, you've probably been the one, championing your own cause.
Have you heard about the Johnny Bottle Cap guy?
You would think I did the whole thing on my own, the way I've been talking the past
Exactly,
Yeah.
100%. And that's kind of what's been going around town. Like legends of vault dwellers, like single-handedly saving the wasteland. They're it's not the most uncommon thing to hear about in the world. So like right now, like the talk of Johnny from Vault. What are you? 87, right?
86?
86, yeah. Talk of Johnny from Vault 86 is like spreading like far and wide. Like you've like reached like lone wanderer status in these parts among the more gullible members of the town, and also among some of the towns.
Yourself.
Yeah, so some of the town's shopkeepers. So we'll say that in any sort of dealings with any of the shopkeepers in and around town, when Johnny's around, you're gonna get a little extra something. Very lovely. Trader Joe's on the list sounds good. Rifleman, what about yourself? You've never struck me as one for the limelight.
Yeah, no, not at all. The second we got into town, basically, I'm ducking out of the limelight. I don't want attention on me. I've taken quite a few moments to sit back and reflect on the last couple decades of my life. For every good deed that I do, there's 10 that I can think of that I've done the other direction. So I feel like I don't deserve any attention for good deeds at this point. Basically, I'm all business. The second I get back into town, I'm looking for a gunsmith to upgrade Old Faithful here, my 308 hunting rifle. And I'm happy for Johnny. There's sort of a vicarious living thing that's happening with Johnny here. He's able to enjoy all this notoriety without any of the baggage that the rifleman carries around with him.
Interesting. I like it. It's a very good master and apprentice thing going on here. Quick little update. We are now reached $412.50 on our Ukraine fundraiser. Another $100 drop. Yowza.
You guys are incredible. You're killing, like, in the best possible way. You're killing me. You want to see a grown man cry? This is how a grown man cries.
This is how it happens. Very good. Amazing. Keep it coming, folks. absolutely outstanding. Okay, sounds good. Well, while the three of you are sitting out here and the folks wandering, coming and going through the town, I imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got a hitching post of sorts, and the three of you are sort of leaned up against it, sort of chatting and watching as the town goes by. Johnny's getting handshakes to every passerby that comes. Johnny, one young man, like I'm talking young, like this guy's probably like, we're talking Hondat age, 16, 17, just a young buck, real skinny, he's wearing a pair of like overalls and trousers that like are way too big. He's like wearing daddy's clothes kind of thing. He's got a cap on it, and like a little, so almost like a cabbie's cap, with a large brass badge in the middle of it, with a two-headed radstag on it. He comes up to you and, is it Mr. Bottlecap, sir? Like, sweating bullets.
Yeah, kid. What is it? And you can call me Johnny. That's fine.
Oh, he takes his cap off and like, oh, I don't know, Mr. Bottlecap, sir. I feel like he's like kind of like timid. I don't appreciate it. I'm not supposed to get too familiar with the clientele, but I do have this for you. It reaches like in the overalls, like way down lower than anything should probably be ever grabbed in a pair of overalls. He comes out with a small piece of paper and hands it over to you. Courtesy of the Radstag Express, sir.
Well, thank you kindly there. I'm gonna open that up and see what it is that was written on that paper.
There you go. You quickly scan over. Johnny, I assume, knows how to read. He might be one of the might be one of the few wastelanders.
You can read, right?
I mean, we know that Yuri can because he's pre-war, but like I don't know about. I don't really honestly know about anybody else.
Well, what do you think it says?
You see that it is a scrawled note in a sealed envelope, which kind of blows your mind, having really seen something like this outside the vault in the short time that you've been outside. But like a white, pretty pristinely clean, as far as wasteland standards go, white envelope, which as you open it up, you notice that on the back has a gold leaf seal on it, bearing the letters NCR. And as you open it up, you see that it is from one Sergeant Brooks, who you encountered last a few days ago in your tussle with the Legion, who is requesting that the three of you come and have a word with him at the NCR headquarters to discuss, in quotation marks, your new friends out in the wasteland.
Indeed.
Hey,
Interesting.
Jerry Grant, take a look at this.
It would seem that the NCR would like us to get involved in the war. Yuri's gonna cock an eyebrow at Grant and just say like, "I fulfilled my expectations with coming to the older city. I am in no rush to go to war with the Legion or get involved with the NCR. It is tangly at best. Not my circus, not my monkeys."
Yeah, that's well said there, Yuri. Look, I like the NCR. I like what they stand for. Wink. We've crossed paths before, with little bloodshed spilled. I don't know if I'm their biggest fan, and vice versa, but we're not really up for conscription here, if you ask me.
I just want to get the trade route to Longmount set up, and if they can keep this Boulder City safe on their own, then that is their business. I am in no mood to go start a war.
What are they asking us, anyway? We could get some FaceTime.
We'll have to go speak with Brooks, but I imagine it's going to be some fucking bullshit.
You do recall that the last time you saw Brooks, he said that there is a bounty out on any former legionaries and did say that if you came to collect, there would be a decent reward.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll say we'll hand in the noses and thumbs of the legionnaires, or however, whatever we took from them. I think it's not that grisly. I think we just took their library cards or IDs.
Sure.
Blockbuster Video.
We'll let him pitch, as it were, what he has to offer. But I am telling you, I'm probably not going to be interested myself.
Cool.
So yeah, I guess we can go. We can go chat. How do you want to do this, Overseer? Do you want to go do the books?
It is up to you into how you want to do it. I like the idea of you guys doing a little shopping around town. If you wanted to get a little bit more scratch before you go shopping, you could go see the NCR now.
Let's see the NCR. Let's see if maybe you've got some money for us.
Let's get the scratch. Let's get the mystery out of the way, and then we can gear up.
Sure. Sounds like a plan. You want to head straight there? You don't want to do any of the shopping ahead of time?
No, well, unless Johnny, do you want to?
No, I'm good to head straight to the NCR.
Go there.
Sounds like
let's turn in our Legionnaire coins or whatever and fucking get the bounty.
Sure.
Their Legion skirts.
Yeah.
We de-skirted them.
You keep their footballs and their feathers and their football armor.
Their feather and football armor, they're ours now.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds good. Yeah, you head through. You do just that. You head through the town and go to. You've been there once before, and you're familiar with the layout of Boulder City now. You know how to get to Uptown pretty easily. Whereas before going through town, members of the sheriff's department would sort of give you guys a bit of a second look, and there were some folks, following you around a little bit to make sure you weren't up to any good. The vibe is completely different now. You're getting tip of the hats and like the motorcycle high five as you walk by, and it's again being regaled through the streets. It's a quick walk. Again, the city proper is only actually probably a couple square blocks. So it doesn't take you long at all to make your way up to the scaffolding walkways up through to Uptown. You pass a couple familiar places and a couple places you didn't notice before. One of them being this Rad Stag Express courier crew from this lad who's now brought you this lovely message. And you pass a number of other sort of smaller places. Along the way, before getting to Uptown, you do recognize Doc Anders' Chop Shop Garage, Yuri, which you were able to get Clint healed up from and with, who you haven't seen.
I'll give him a tip, like a nod. Yuri, as we're walking, being regaled and Yuri is not comfortable with this. He's never been received as a ghoul in this way, so he's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's fair enough, and probably most people are a little bit uncomfortable with it themselves. They probably haven't treated another ghoul this way, though the few that they've seen have probably been of the feral variety. But as you finally make your way up to the NCR checkpoint, there are two soldiers, similar situation as you were there about a week ago now, if not further. Where sort of two of them at sort of the sort of the stockades is the wrong word, a blockade, and then the main entrance. Two of them, they sort of, one of them's a little bit more lackadaisical, and another one sort of jumps to attention. All right, who there? Oh, it's you three. What do we have to? What honor do we have to have the heroes of Longmount? And he sort of snickers and looks to his buddy. Come by our way.
Here to have a word with Sergeant Brooks. Johnny's gonna waving letter into the face of the
sort of the hard ass. It's like he's a corporal. He's really stretching it for his hard ass.
He's a little bit big for his rank right now.
Yeah, 100.
Overseer, can I try to notice something about his firearm to criticize him on? I want to be critical dad here and
you're reading my mail, dude. You do your gun
totally
thing, I got something else.
Totally. I want to say his uniform is on wrong. I'm looking for something about his gun's not right. Is like, well, you could oil your barrel a little better, something or other to like put him back in his place here.
You want to like drill sergeant like jack this motherfucker up
that's
right
right
now? Yeah,
that's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, you sure? Like he's got his fucking like his I don't know, with safety on or off. What would be the better thing in this scenario? It's probably
it's off. Probably off. Safety's off.
Safety's off. It's like, but his safety's off, but like he's not like racked at all. So like he thinks he's ready to go, but if he like pulled that trigger, like fuck all would happen because he hasn't chambered around. Like
sure.
Yeah.
This is
I
my
want to.
safety.
Yeah, criticize there's fucking rust on his barrel and like point out that like his shirt, the seam on his shirt's not lined up with the fly in his pants, and I just start going on him like I'm his commanding officer.
He responds positively to this insofar as that like you can tell that he's probably used to getting jacked up, but not by a stranger. So he like kind of fucks up for a hot minute. He's like, what? And like looks quickly down the barrel of his gun, like, whoa, my barrel's rusty. Oh fuck! Like, just real
Christ.
fucking.
Made it in his own face.
Yeah.
I think this gun's a little.
At that, I will gingerly take the letter from from Johnny's hands, and unfold it and hand it over to him and say, "Read this out loud for us."
Oh, read this out
he like
loud.
tries to like get his shit together. It's like just takes it. My friends, it's been a while. I thought I would have heard from you sooner. When you find the time, please come so we can discuss our new friends in the wasteland, Sergeant Brooks. Yeah,
I'll
of
course.
course.
I'll take it back from him gingerly, fold it up, put it back in the envelope, and hand it back over to Johnny.
Connors, get these two to Brooks ASAP.
Before we go any further, I hate leaving things on a bad note, so I'm gonna be all like,
Listen, I know military life's hard for most. If you keep at it, you got the right attitude, you'll make it, son.
and Rifleman walks off.
Give me a retroactive charisma plus. I'll let you choose the charisma-based asset. How do you want to set this guy right? Was that like an intimidating? Was it like
No, like it's I'm giving now a pep talk. I like tore the guy down, but like that's not how I roll.
Sure.
So I'm gonna give him a little pep talk and tell him like he's gonna be all right. Just do this, this, and this. Sort of like you'll make it in this bid, kid. This is kid. You're all right.
Yeah, see? Yeah, you're all right. Okay,
Yeah.
Here's what I'll do. Difficulty 0, charisma plus speech. So you can roll if you want to try to generate some action points into your pool.
5 and that's 2 successes.
2 successes!
2 successes, yeah.
Okay, you've generated 2 action points into your pool, which brings your total
Thank
now
you.
to 2, which is great.
Thank you.
So you've got some action points, and he goes to like salute, but like he's like, no, that's not, you're not, but, and he just like, and then he racks his gun, puts his safety on, and then like slings it up, like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and just looks at you and just like gives like a nod. Connors, see them through, and then like nobody's ever guarded a guard post better than this guy right now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he is like
sweet.
looking through shit while he's like standing at this very not needing to be protected walkway.
Good. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I stop for a second as I'm walking away, and I give a sort of an approving like dad nod, and then I keep going.
Very good. You make your way into the NCR compound, and whereas last time you walked in, compound is a stretch. It's the remnants of an old apartment building. The scaffolding that sort of crisscrosses the parts of Uptown really just kind of goes in and out of sort of the bombed out sections of these larger, brick buildings which have been reinforced over the years. So it's all pretty slapdash, but the NCR have taken the time to make sort of at least the entrance of this part. It was probably the balcony of a third floor apartment, which is now acts as the entryway into their compound. And whereas the last time you walked in here, it was pretty, feet up, smoke 'em and joke 'em, let's say overweight warrant officers just kind of hanging out, like pushing papers. It is fucking all of Twitter in here at the moment. You've got like dudes running from one room to another. You can see there's like a whole bank of radios that was unmanned before. That like there's like old school like operator, like people with like headphones on, like plugging shit like in and out and like going on. Like it is humming in here.
There's a shitload of Morse code going on around.
Yeah, it's happening.
Scatman, fucking
Scatman. Man. Yeah. Going on in here at the moment. And it doesn't take long for you to walk in, and there's like people like running past you, just like, oh, sir, and like most of the folks in here, they either are too busy to care and it can't be fucked that you're here at the moment, or there's Tupac, all eyes on me right now, looking at you. And it doesn't take long for one of them to give a quick nudge to Sergeant Brooks, who is like classic bent over a battle map table, looking down. And when he gets the shot, looks up, gives you two, yep, come on over, as sort of Captain Picard cinches up his shit and walks towards the three of y'all. Andropov, rifle. Well, he doesn't know your name. Andropov, bottle cap. Then just nods. Good to see you. You got my message.
Indeed, we came as soon as we received it. You had something that you wanted to talk to us about. We have something that we have to deliver to you as well.
You do?
Indeed. We came across several of the Legionnaires.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that. Okay, yes. Good. That's... Come with me. He's like, just like, shit, not fucking, don't say Voldemort, dude. Like, come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
all
right. And cinches his mouth up, but at the same time, he doesn't really give a fuck. Like, the Legion is their fucking problem. I don't give a shit. Like,
for sure. And like, sort of at this, like, you can tell that like there's like a bunch of people like in and around this area who are like pretending to work right now and are very curious.
Who just heard the Legion and their ears are perked right the fuck up.
Yeah, 100%. He sort of leads you through and heads into what you remember as being the commander's ready room, where Colonel Henry awaits for the three of you. He's holding a piece of paper, and there's like an aide standing by waiting to run one of these messages back and forth to this radio bank. He sees the three of you, hands the paper over. Gentlemen, come on in. Please.
Yeah, Yuri will do a slight bow. Like he saluted him last time, and he seemed to be uncomfortable with that as civilians saluting him. So Yuri will just like give him a little bit of a differential bow.
He gives you sort of three, and he says, Brooks, go grab another chair for our new friend here. He looks again, because last time you were here, Rifleman, you stayed outside, so it's safe to say that they were probably more like expecting two at this stage of the game. Brooks runs out, comes back moments later. Please have a seat. Brooks, you stay with me. Close the door. I hear that we have the three of you to thank for our new intel about Larry.
Larry, this is what we are. It's a very sophisticated code name.
Sorry, it's what the troops used to call them when when things were getting kinetic. But yeah, the old ghost dies hard, as you can imagine, and well, things didn't fare so well for us after Hoover Dam. So some of the men are a little bit skittish, but we're glad to know that it's good to know what we know now. We had heard some rumors before, chatter, if you will, ghosts, chasing a lot of ghosts. But this is the first real evidence we've seen in a long time of actual boots on the ground as far as the Legion goes. So,
from what I understand, the courier did you a great service at Hoover Dam.
It's kind of just like, Bitch, what you know? We had.
Yuri's been around. You're leading the hub. Yuri knows some shit.
Sure, you just drop some fucking lore. That's good. He's sort of at this kind of you can tell he kind of puckers a little bit. We had it's safe to say we had a significant amount of help from the locals in the Mojave. Some more than others. Yes, the legends die hard, which is part of the reason that I wanted to talk to you as well. The Brooks here says that when he and his men found you all, you were in the middle of a bit of a tussle. 6 legionaries. Impressive. Brooks sort of chimes in, and Brahmin too, Colonel. Right.
Yeah, they were not on foot. And it's a little concerning to me that they're so close to town as well. I'm sure you know all about this. You've got better comms than we do, but if they're this close to town, that's a problem.
Problem. That's one way of putting it. Well, it seems like Mr. Andropov here, you're pretty well acquainted with some of the Mojave, but like I said, Hoover Dam fell, and it fell hard. We were able to get things back on track, but a lot of people on both sides died. A lot of them were innocent bystanders. A lot of people caught in the crossfire. This is exactly the kind of situation that we're trying to avoid here, and it was our understanding that after Flagstaff fell, most of the Legion had been routed. We mentioned ghosts. We've been chasing a particular one for some time now.
Yuri looks over at Grant, kind of with a knowing. Here's the other shoe dropping kind of look.
Yeah, Grant's ready for that. Yeah, I just nod back to you.
What does the name MacArthur mean to the three of you?
Not a terrible amount. We have heard the name.
I think Honest Abe was working for him, if I remember correctly.
Yuri kind of kicks you under the table a little bit, or kicks your leg.
I mean, nothing. Shit, I don't know what I'm talking about.
We've had a bit of a tip of the octopus tentacle with MacArthur. What's he to you?
A problem. A pretty big one right now. The details, don't need to go into all of them. Some of them are neat to know, but he's Legion. And we were led to believe that he was shuffled off this mortal coil some time ago. We'd picked up a bit of a rumor that there was someone operating in these parts going by that handle, doing their best to undermine some of the settlements in and around the area. This is a few months back, and things were all pretty quiet. Then the three of you roll into town, and we start hearing a few more rumors. And then
Yes, cards on the table. Honest Abe up in Longmount, the long-standing trader that we have inherited his route from. He sabotaged their fusion core, which is what led us here in the first place. So, yeah, this is the extent that we know about Honest Abe. However, we are not interested in getting involved in some sort of jackpot or quagmire with you. The Legion has
that word cricks his neck a little bit. You can tell it's one that.
Yeah, for sure. It was chosen for that. Yeah, Yuri knows.
Yeah.
He
He's
meant
like,
it.
Yuri says,
You don't cut and run.
no, we are not in the business of fighting the Legion. I just want to establish my trade route to Longmount. The Legion is your business. As long as they stay south of Boulder City, that is fine by me.
On that, we can agree. At one point, south of here is where they need to stay. And I can appreciate that the three of you are, we're not looking for any, well, we've got our fair share of shooters, if you will, looking up and down Old Reliable there. Which you can tell he's kind of been like half glancing at your gun for a while here now.
Yeah,
like,
Old Faithful,
Yeah,
Old
yeah.
Faithful.
That we've got. What we don't have is intel.
Oh, for sure. I'll just saunter into Legion territory and be up on the cross by noon. You know what they do to my people. You understand what they do to wolves and mutants.
I understand what they do to everyone, Mr. Anthropov. They don't discriminate.
What would you have us do?
We need folks who know the territory. We've got the manpower. That I'm not worried about. But you three are the only ones to face up against them and live.
We had a little help.
We have a lot of help.
At that, Brooks kind of like chimes, like you can tell he chimes in. It's like, it's true, Colonel. We without our backup, those Brahmin. It's the Brahmin. Your squad took down, Brooks. These three took down 6 fully armed legionaries. When's the last time you took down a legionary? When's the last time? If it wasn't for these three, and like he spends the next 5 minutes jacking him up hard. Brahmin, I could go outside right now and shoot 3 fucking Brahmin, Brooks. You want to go do that for me? No problem. Like just like losing it. You're
Oh my
dismissed,
God.
Sergeant. Wait outside. He's taking his licks, big time. Salutes, heels click, and he's out the door.
Jeez.
Sorry you three had to see that. I'm a little bit to say I'm frustrated would be an understatement. We've been here better part of a year, chasing down these rumors this whole time. Not a trace, not so much as a fucking spear tip. You three show up for 2 days. You take down half a squadron. What I need of you, and what I'd like to request, he's like catching himself with talking to civilians, is the 3 of you act as a bit of a chaperone or guide, if you will. All I need to know is where the Legion are coming from. You help Brooks track down that much, get them on the road to wherever wherever they're stationed. We'll call it even, and more than even. Now I already owe you one from bringing the dog tags of our slain boys a few weeks back. But if it's a trade route you're interested in, I can give you certain assurances. From here to Longmount, you can expect the roads to be cleared.
Yuri is both interested in that and infuriated by that. Like, there's always fucking something with these fucks.
Everybody's got something, buddy.
I put my hand on Yuri's arm.
Listen, Colonel Henry, we appreciate the situation you're in. If it's scouting you need done, we're the guys for you. But bringing Brooks along and his men, a scouting party is not a party of 15. It's a party of 3. So we can do some scouting for you. But there's a lot of risk involved in that. Because the Legion catches us, they're not going to give us some tea and scrumpets and kick us out on our way. We're going to be hanging from some dead wood. Vultures chewing our insides. So what's in it for us?
You make a pretty good point. What, sorry, we haven't been formally introduced either. These two before were here, but, sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir. Like, you two are probably about the same age, and like, you haven't encountered someone quite as old as you, because the Wasteland, life expectancy is pretty low, in some time, I'd say. So I think the two of you are kind of like, a little bit like, okay.
Yeah, the name's Grant Elliot Charles Kingsmith. I've been called a rifleman by many.
He like, there's a shift of sorts. Not a grimace, not a squint. Huh. I might have heard that name a time or two. Kingsman.
Yeah, I've been around for a while these parts, expending ammunition. It's kind of what I do.
You ever make it out west, Kingsmith?
If I have, I'm sure I don't want to talk about it.
Interesting. That makes two of us. Well, what's in it for you, aside from clear roads, certain assurances, protections? I don't know who it is you plan to have running this caravan, but Legion aside, there's a reason that we don't have many outposts along the 90 or even the 15. Raiders, not an easy task. Well, as you already know. Dogtown itself is a fucking write-off. So, we're willing to spare what we can to keep the 90 clear. The 15, so it's a harder ask, but it can be done. There's enough civilization of sorts between here and Longmount that we could make something work. But there's not.
So what you're asking for, if I may cut you off at the pass, is what the Legion would call a quid pro quo. We scout for you, you protect our route.
Sounds about right. We'll protect the roads. We can't offer much firepower as far as caravanners or guards or that sort of thing.
I hear you. I understand.
But as far as roads, I can give you my word that we will have a series of checkpoints, and we'll keep the path, whichever path you choose to keep to Longmount. I'll make sure that it stays as clear as it can. You know that there's no guarantees in this wasteland, but
of course,
I'll do my best.
I think this is something that we must discuss on our own. We will get back to you.
Fair enough. It's not something I would ask lightly.
Give us 24 hours. We will speak to you again tomorrow at this time.
Take your time. I've waited 2 years. I can wait.
Yeah, Yuri stands up, bows again, curtly, and goes to walk out.
Just before we leave.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Yes. The master of the 6th Legion names.
Mm-hmm.
He opens his ledger.
6. Make it 8.
I nod slightly. Okay.
See Brooks on your way out. He'll make sure you're taken care of.
Thank you, General.
But
Thanks for the promotion there, Mr. Yuri.
Oh, sorry, was it a Colonel?
Colonel,
yeah.
thanks. But
before we leave, though.
Thank you, Colonel. Retroactively. Colonel, thank you, Colonel.
nope, I like that. I like that better.
Nope, it's General now.
Colonel Henry, are you aware of any high-value targets within the Legion? I've been known to send some lead downrange, and while we're scouting, I certainly don't want to instigate any sort of full-on assault with the Legion. given our limited resources. But if there's a high-value target that could have a long rest that doesn't end, anyone like that, you let me know about it. I'd love to know that in advance.
Fair enough. We're appreciate the offer. We're not usually in the business of recruiting, but we've got a few names in mind. You give a thought to what you might know about this MacArthur. Think it over a drink. Maybe something comes back to you.
Okay.
You see yourselves out, and as you do, he gives a quick instruction to Brooks to give you payment for 8 Legionnaires.
All right.
All right.
Which
All right,
will
all
add
right.
another. I did misspoke earlier. I think I had quoted that it was 50 caps ahead. That's way too much. But you have given 10 caps per Legionnaire, so add another 80 caps to your current stash.
Okay. That brings us up to 280.
280 plus
280
whatever it is
maybe.
you had, which I don't think was much prior to leaving.
I don't think
before.
we got anything left, really.
I was broke. Yeah, before.
Johnny didn't have anything, so
you have
it's 280.
caps. Yep, there you go. You make your way outside into the bright light of a brand new day, and as you do, a very stern, very watchful corporal sees you out on your way. You head down into down the ramp into the town proper, or the city proper, and begin making your way towards the Grand Bazaar. And you're probably not more than, you start walking around, getting a look at the different stalls. There's vendors and merchants coming up to you, like tapestries, they like showing you like random shit that you definitely don't want. Some of it are like, yeah, cool. Like there's like, a girl selling mute fruit. You take one of those for the road. Like, it's good. You got 280 caps in your pocket. Like, that's a pretty good,
Life is good.
living large. You're making your way through the stalls. And
Making my way downtown.
Making your way downtown, walking fast. And you see that there's a bit of a to-do happening in the middle of sort of one of the larger areas of town. There's like sort of a more like central, just off of Trader Joe's, but sort of a central, almost like a not a town square because it's not really that big, but the remnants of what used to be like an old water fountain in the center of this, what's now the Grand Bazaar, and there's sort of like a larger sort of marketplace circle around it, and you can see there's people more than usual gathered around it. And as you make your way down through the area and start looking around, you can see that there's like kids jumping to like get a look, and like it's a real kind of like mob scene, and there's just folks sort of just peeking their heads everywhere. And as you curiously make your way through the crowd, you finally get a glimpse of what everyone is looking at, and you hear it before you see it. A very familiar voice. What? Don't touch that, sirs! I must tell you right now that you will unhand me and my these pincers, Robco property. You mustn't be touching these things. And what? Sir, do not touch that. That is my optical nerve and sensor. And you see Mr. Microwave standing in the middle of the town square, looking significantly different than the last time you saw him. He is still a Mr. Handy with his 3 Mr. Handy arms and his 3 Mr. Handy eyeballs, but he's decked out in a very unfamiliar garb. As you see that there are leather bags strapped to his side and like old plastic jugs carrying like a little bit of water. He has been decked out in, he looks like a wasteland version, like a robot version of like a wastelander. He's wearing like almost like the semblance of clothes and like random packs and like old backpacks and like shit strapped up to him with bungee cords. And once he gets an eye on you 3 folks, oh, sirs, oh my goodness, I found you. Please unhand me, you braggart. And like pushing, like there's like nobody's seen a Mr. Handy in this town in years. There are kids like looking up, like poking him and like all kinds of fun things. And he sees the three of you and starts and hovers right over. Oh, thank goodness I found you. Mr. Handies were not built to carry loads more than 300 kilograms. I was kept telling that Hondat that I cannot carry this much. It turns out I was wrong, but that's not the point. The point is, it's very good to see you.
Microwave, the fuck are you doing here?
Sorry, do we know you?
What? He like starts like processing.
I just fucking with him.
Johnny just goes and gives Mr. Microwave a nice big hug.
It's good to see you too, sir.
It's good to see you, Mr. Microwave.
Oh, can I say one thing? I really hate road trips. And that's where we're going to take our halftime break. Mr. Microwave is back in the crew and is loaded for bear as we are in the Grand Bazaar and it's shopping day. We're going to take a quick break. It is just past 8 o'clock Eastern time here, so we'll take a solid 15 minutes here for all you folks to go recharge your batteries, use the lavatories, grab yourself another drink, whatever it is you got to do. And we will be back with another hour plus of Fallout 2 D20 action. If you haven't already thrown your name into the hat for the giveaway in which we are doing a draw for a piece not unlike this one, not actually this one, but something very similar to it, which will be handcrafted for you by LR Tabletop and friend of the channel, Levi Roper. So if you want to get some awesome,
He does fucking great work. The piece that he made for Longmount is stellar.
I don't know if you can read it, but it's a Longmount piece. It's New Vegas themed. It's interactive. It's usable. It's perfect for Wasteland Warfare, Warhammer 40k, Necromunda, whatever you're playing. It's awesome. And if you want to win, then please comment _prize pack in the group chat here. We're gonna do the big spin and wheel draw. We're gonna do it live here when we come back from halftime. And if you can, consider making some donations to Fallout for Hope and our Project Hope fundraising campaign. If you're just joining us, we had a huge pledge drop when we kicked off the channel. We've raised like more than $150 tonight already. So far, we've raised $432, and all pledges are being matched by Project Hope. So if you're able to give anything, $1 goes a long way when it actually counts as two. So please consider, if you haven't already, dropping a couple bucks in that bucket. It's much appreciated. It all goes to help humanitarian aid in Ukraine, and it's an amazing cause. So check out Project Hope. See the link down below in the description of this live stream. The pledges will be open in perpetuity, so you don't have to do it while we're streaming. You can do it at any point in time. The link is always there. You can find it on our social media. And if you can't give, please consider sharing the link to those who might be able to. So thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be back in 15 minutes with another draw. So let's call it just shy of 20 minutes. We'll be back at 8:30 Eastern, so at the middle of the hour, with the big draw and the big conclusion of this episode. Thanks so much. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. War Games News Radio will return.
Please come back.
The Fallout Wasteland. So happy to see you folks all back here today. Thank you for sticking around into the second half of the episode. We've got some fun stuff to do here today. A quick reminder that we are doing a fundraiser for humanitarian aid in Ukraine through Fallout for Hope and Project Hope. The big logo that you see in the middle of your screen there is Fallout for Hope, a streaming initiative started by the charity Fallout for Hope, started by the charity initiative Project Hope, which do all kinds of great works. Normally they're raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, but this time around they've decided to do this Fallout for Hope to support the people of Ukraine. So all donations are being matched through Project Hope up to $300,000. So anything you throw into the bucket here today will get matched dollar for dollar, pound for pound. So $1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, and I'm no mathematician, but 4 would then become 8. So if you want to, is that right? Math checks out. Thanks, Raj is my numbers guy. So there you go. It's good. It's good that you can do what you can. It's amazing. We've raised like over $200 just tonight, which is absolutely fucking flabbergasting for me. $432 so far. We've blown past our goal, and we're going to keep this rolling. So if you can't donate, share tonight, let's say payday comes up next week or something like that, then maybe then hang on to this link. We'll share it on all of our social media platforms. So if you're not a member of our Discord or on Instagram, you can check out those links in the description as well. If you can't donate, consider sharing the link to someone who can. Every little bit helps. I'm not kidding when I say $1 goes a huge way. If you want to know more about Project Hope and their Follow for Hope initiative, I highly recommend you check them out online. There's all kinds of great things that they're doing on their Discord servers, as well as Instagram. It's amazing. Being able to see some of the actual work that's being done there on the ground with folks mainly helping out children in Ukraine is absolutely outstanding. And talking earlier today to a friend of the channel, Galon, who's donated here kindly today. He's from Poland and has been dealing with some of the refugee situation there and talking to some of those folks, and it's just I can't describe what those people must be going through. So every dollar counts. So thank you so much. If you're able to donate, please do. And on top of that, we've got another awesome part of today's episode, which is a giveaway from LR Tabletop. Friend of the channel, Levi Roper, has started an Etsy shop to give away some terrain. You should be able to find a link down below in the description to that as well. It's really great, awesome handmade, crafted tabletop terrain featuring 3D printed elements, all kinds of fun weathering, little knickknacks and paddywhacks all over the place. This is a piece he made for War Games News Radio. Send it over to the channel, featuring the town of Longmount, which ties in so great to our awesome 2D20 campaign here. And I've used this in a number of battle reports, and they work out awesome. So if you want to get yourself a custom road sign just like this one, then we are going to find out who wins it right now. We've got the spin and wheel going. This was the most well-attended giveaway that we've had on the channel to date. More than 50 people threw their names into the hat, and I'm so excited to do this big spin. So let's do that right now, shall we? Let's transition to the spinning wheel. Here we go. Spinning wheel's going around. I have to make sure I get the right window open here, and we're going to do it. Good luck to everyone for entering. Let's spin it, and here we go.
Drum
Round
roll.
and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. On the big winner is Vault Viking. Vault Viking.
Hey!
Vault Viking.
Taking the win.
You did it, bud.
There you
Credit
go.
to the channel, Vault Viking.
So much.
Yay.
One of our Patreon subscribers and one of the OG supporters of this channel in general, Vault Viking. Thank you so much for playing the game. Thank you to everyone for playing the game and for watching these videos here on War Games News Radio. If you like what we do, give us a like. Likes go the longest way on YouTube, so please go ahead and do that. If you like us on Twitch, then give us a follow there as well. And again, consider donating to Project Hope, or you can check out one of our Patreon levels there as well if you want to end up as a named character here in this campaign or in a future battle report, or you want to double your chance to win just like Vault Viking did here today. So Vault Viking, send us your info. I think I probably already have it because you're one of our Patreon supporters, but we're going to go ahead and get you hooked up with Levi Roper from LR Tabletop, and he's going to make you some awesome Fallout terrain. So congrats to everyone for playing the game. It pays to play when you're a member of our Patreon, and thank you so much to everyone who's donated. More than $400 in the pot. We're gonna hope to keep that going. Share the link if you can, but we're gonna get back into the action on the last half of our episode here. Episode 15, A Fistful of Neutrons, Part 1, The Bear and the Bull. So let's get into it.
Oh, is that what we're calling this chapter?
It is now. Here we go, back in the wasteland as we open on the Grand Bazaar in Boulder City. Boulder City, Colorado, the largest, most well-inhabited trading hub in all the wasteland. You viewers see it there before you on your screen now. You three entered the Grand Bazaar and saw there was a bit of a to-do in the middle of the town square. You are looking to do a little bit of trading, a little bit of perhaps gear upgrading, and saw a bit of a hustle and bustle. And when you approached said hustle and bustle, you found an old familiar friend in Mr. Microwave, the Mr. Handy you all encountered way back when in like episode 1 or 2 of this bad boy that we've been running for the past almost year now. And who is loaded up with all manner of wasteland accoutrement and carrying what looks to be a pretty heavy load down into Longmount. He, after a loving embrace by Johnny Bottlecap, Mr. Microwave turns to you and says, I hate road trips. It's been so dreadfully boring traveling all by myself. I'm just so glad to see that you're still here. We had some folks back in Longmount had given up hope that perhaps you'd moseyed on without us, as they say.
What are you doing out here, Mr. Microwave? You're a long way from home, bud.
I'll say. Might only be a few days' journey down the road, but that took me better part of a week to follow you all down here. Well, after you all left, we started getting a little desperate for food and supplies. Well, not myself, of course. As long as I've got my old thunk fusion core, everything's fine with me. But the others, the biologicals, if you will seem to be having a little bit of a harder go of it. And well, I offered up my services to come down here and collect what I could and do a little bit of bartering. I'm not the best at it, but well, everyone else was so busy with trying to just keep the town running, I figured I would make myself useful, and old Hondat loaded me up with as much gear as we could, and I came down here, and it's the darndest thing. I feel like I had much more merchandise on me when I entered town, and I've come to do some trading, but I seem to be, I feel like my satchels are a little bit lighter than they were before. He gives like a quick little scan. My goodness, more than half of my equipment seems to have miraculously picked up and walked off by itself. Is that something that normally happens in the wasteland?
Yeah, Mr. Microwave, listen, all those little human hands that like poking at you, they're going to be taking your stuff too.
Well, that doesn't seem very neighborly.
Yeah.
I just like tap him on his sphere somewhere. Just like pat his robot body. They're there.
It's more of a survival thing there, Mr. Microwave. You're a little too trusting there, bud. And that's coming from Johnny.
I was
That's coming from
Johnny.
Johnny. Oh my god.
When Johnny says you're a babe in the woods, you're fucked.
You're
Like,
in
what do you-
trouble.
What are you new? Like,
He is the FNG.
Yep.
He is the FNG, and now you've got an effing FNG along with you as well. Well, I guess I can't fault anyone for trying to survive out here in this wild, wild wasteland of ours. Well, before I ran into the three of you, I was in a similar spot myself. But again, not having to eat, sleep, or drink probably makes things a little bit easier. Where have you three been? It's been quite, like I said, it's been over a week since you all left from Longmount. I didn't expect it would be, a quick journey down here and back, but like I said, some folks have started to worry you weren't going to return.
We have not abandoned Longmount. In fact, the opposite. A trade route has been established. We have the right to run a trade route for the Crimson Caravan up to Longmount. We are finalizing the deals. In fact, I imagine that the Nola May will be loaded up with food and supply for Longmount within the next 2 days, perhaps.
Oh my goodness! At this, all of his limbs go spinning, like his eyes spin in one way, his legs spin in another way. It's like, oh, thank goodness! I have to say, it was a little bit. I was starting to feel the weight of responsibility, if I was to be running pack Brahmin for an entire town of humans, taking care of my one master was hot enough.
Perhaps you should stick with us until we can unload you in a safer place. Come with us. We are about to do some trading and make some deals, so you can stick around to learn the ropes, as it were.
Oh, thank
I'm
goodness.
sure that you will be part of the business.
Well, Honda did say that you did have grand plans. I personally don't mind a little bit of hard work. It's in my programming, of course, but it would be much appreciated if, well, if I could tag along at the very least, because, and like, you can see, like, he's just like shooing away, like, his limbs are like constantly like knocking like people and kids away from like grabbing his shit while you guys are talking. These smaller creatures are rather bothersome.
At this, actually, Yuri will like clap his hands loudly and just say, "Oi! Off with you now! Come on!" And like start shooing the little ones away.
The urchins that you recall seeing usually around the Brahmin tail, taking tips and whatnot to keep people's pack mules and rad stags and whatnot in one shape have been clamoring around Mr. Microwave, and at this they're like,
I think actually Yuri's gonna reach into his bag and take out 5 caps and kind of just scatter them amongst them.
Oh yeah, it's like throwing like feed into like the like chicken pen. Like they're just like a couple light scraps like go up, but like yeah, eventually a couple of the faster and the bigger kids get their caps and scurry off, and the rest of them follow suit, trying to chase them down.
As they're running away, Yuri will shout, "Remember to share that food."
Ha! Fuck you, Mr. Andropov.
Fuck you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Yuri. These, like I said, these smaller ones are a lot less manageable. But yes, please, I would very much like to accompany the three of you. I've not seen this many people since 200 years seems. There's something still wrong with my chronological circuits, I think. Perhaps you could take a look at those later. But yes, absolutely. I would very much like to accompany the lot of you. This is feeling like a bit of a fish out of water.
Mr. Microwave, was there anything the town seemed to be short of, especially when you left?
Well, water seemed to be the #1 concern right off the bat. The generator is still humming quite well after you three retrieved that fusion core. From what Mr. Burt tells me, it was quite the extravaganza in itself. But the water seemed to be the biggest issue. But I've gathered that situation has been is a little bit more manageable here in Longmount, in Boulder. Perhaps there's someone you could talk about filling up these canisters. Water is like pretty much freely available in town since you guys brought the tanker back.
Yeah, I hope everyone in town doesn't think they have infinite water, because it goes pretty damn fast.
Yes, infinite water, no. Some water, yes.
Perhaps we can speak to Trader Joe, and
let's head there.
Shipping water is inefficient. What we need to do is make Longmount water, produce water itself, self-sufficient, as it were.
Ooh. This sort of perks Grant up. I'm very interested now in maybe purchasing a well, a sort of what are they called? Pump jacks? Sort of thing. We could maybe get that set up.
I'm looking for like solar still technology.
Totally.
Like some tech that we can create a well or tap into like an aquifer underground.
Or like a condenser type of deal, potentially.
Yeah, some giant space laser that we can just drill to the core of the Earth.
Sure, problem solved. Oh yeah, I know.
Does anyone know an alchemist? Is there an alchemist?
Yes. An alchemist? Can we turn water into wine and vice versa?
Absolutely. One of those fucking troweling rods, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, no, definitely. That would be the kind of thing. Dowsing rod. Thank you. That's the thing. Definitely. I would say that, go for Trader Joe would probably be the best bet to find something in and around. That sounds like a Vault Tech type situation, and that's
water purifying chip or something.
Perhaps, yeah. That seems a little derivative, but yeah. 100%. Something to that something to that nature. That sounds like it would be a Trader Joe situation. Short term, yeah, you could definitely fill, you know, some tanks up and send Mr. Microwave on his way. But long term, you're gonna probably want a solution for that. This would have been part of Honest Abe's, you know, route would have been, you know, when he comes back, he brings back water, sort of thing, on the way to Longmount, which is more or less the deal that you made with Waxman from the Crimson Caravan. But yeah, if you wanted to find a way to sort of maybe cut out the middleman, so to speak, on one part of that, then yeah, Trader Joe would be the one to talk about.
Should we all head on over to Trader Joe's? See what Trader
Let's
Joe's
do
has to offer?
Do it.
Absolutely.
I want to upgrade this gun, and I'm interested in upgrading maybe Johnny's gun as well.
Okay. The Trader Joe, he's not the gunslinging type of guy. If you're looking for, like, you know, random stuff, you know, if you're looking for junk and or supplies, like, yeah, there's probably gonna be some ammunition and like that sort of thing, and like, you know, a couple 10mm pistols and like, you know, a rifle or two. But if you're looking for some like advanced hardware, yeah, I'll say that, you know, in the time that you've spent, you know, in between the last quest over the last couple of days, you would have poked around a little bit, you know, to both see what's in town and perhaps ask around from Whiskey Pete to see, you know, who in town might be able to facilitate that. And you were pointed in the direction of one of the stalls here in the bazaar, which is affectionately called the Double Barrel, which you could track down. Double barrel ammunition and supplies would be the place that you'd be looking to go for that. In the more sort of provisions and or maybe medical supplies, that would be more of a Trader Joe's sort of thing. And of course, like medical supplies, you know, chems and that sort of thing, you'd probably be looking for Doc Anders of the Chop Shop.
I think we can do it in two. Like let Grant and Johnny do a scene at the Double Barrel, and then we can go to Trader Joe's. That's
sure. Okay, let's do it. You make your way.
Can you tell me about your military discount?
It is.
It is. It's easy enough for you to make your way through town and through the stalls. There's, you know, sort of at every sort of major junction, and it's a bit of a labyrinth of all the different sort of traders and things. And like a lot of these stalls are really basic. Like it's a guy who's selling like an apple, and other ones are far more elaborate. Someone who's got like just like a scrap metal dealer. Up all the way up to, you know, people who are selling a little bit more intricate trinkets. There's, you know, people selling pre-war stuff. There's, you know, one guy selling just Vault-Tec bobbleheads and the lack. You are able to in between sort of all the different stalls and at every sort of major juncture, there's like faux road signs that have the names of all the different stalls on them. So you're able to parse out pretty quickly your way to the Double Barrel, which, it catches your eye before you realize that that's what it is, because it is one of the larger stalls in the bazaar proper. It's probably the second most largest place around next to Trader Joe's. And as you approach, you see that it is a bit of a bustle of activity. There are a number of sort of road toughs, you know, in and around the area. There's a bit of like a lounge, there's a workshop, there's a workbench. It seems to be almost like, imagine like a motorcycle shop, like kind of like Sons of Anarchy sort of like steez, but guns.
I need guns. Lots of guns.
I walk in like I've seen it.
Okay.
I walk in like the Terminator in that scene in Terminator 2 where he walks. He's like, "I'll take the Uzi 9mm."
I need your clothes.
And like
and
I'm
your
just like I'm
motorbike.
pointing at stuff on the wall, and I'm like, I've got Johnny's rifles out, and I'm trying to explain to Johnny like what the various parts would do for his gun. Like not even really talking to the gunsmith, just like I'm really running the transaction with the gunsmith, picking up parts.
Okay.
Like I'm like, I'll have that powerful receiver. I'll take this. I'll take some rounds of that.
Sure. Well, you walk in and like you're like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. So you got the X90P, fucking like you're just like rattling off like stuff, and you see that there is an older gentleman behind the counter, who's got like bandages over his eyes.
Both of them?
Gray hair, both of his eyes. He's double blind. Call him scientific because he's double blind study. He's got longer hair. Oldest guy you've seen in the fucking wasteland. Like long gray hair. Older than you by a fair clip. Probably a solid like 20 years or so. He's pretty spry for an old looking guy, but he's behind the shelf sort of taking orders, and you also see that there is a young girl sort of running orders, running sort of back and forth from the back room, if you will, of sort of this tent, taking care of business. And you wouldn't probably, other than the fact that his eyes are blindfolded, you probably wouldn't know that he's blind by the way he's looking at you, because before you say a word, he turns to you and says, "Oh, what do you have there, fellas?"
I respectfully refer to him as Grandpa.
Like,
but in my most, I don't say that specifically. I'm allowed to say,
very nice to make your acquaintance, sir, Grandpa. My friend and I got some firearms we're looking to make some minor adjustments to. Looks like you've got some of these parts up in your shelf already.
Parts we got, guns we got, but I sure hope I ain't a grandpa unless there's something you're not telling me, Specs. And he yells over to the young girl who's running things. And you see now when she turns around, she's got like Coke bottle glasses, and I'm like Nuka-Cola bottle glasses, like the literal like bottom halves of 2 Nuka-Cola bottles have been like strapped and like welded together into like a pair of welding goggles that are around her eyes. Oh, Dad, that's gross. I don't even want to talk about that. There's definitely nothing to say there, and like gives you a look now, Grant, like, the fuck is this guy? It's like, dude, you're gonna get me busted. And she like runs off.
Okay, I'm impressed. I like her plucky attitude.
Yeah. So it's guns you're looking for, is it?
Well, not so much guns. About this here.
I pull Old Faithful off my back, lay her on the counter.
I've got my eye on a receiver upgrade for this one. I'd like to go with something powerful.
Oh, it's a receiver you're after, eh? He like starts like rolling over, like he like goes down, opens up a drawer. He's like sort of going over some parts. Oh yeah, I've got a number of things here. We got some auto. You want to look at? You looking to make that 308 automatic? Like you didn't tell him it's a 308.
Right.
Like he's
Yeah.
like
I'm impressed he can pick that up just off of 1 second of a look. That's pretty impressive.
and like he can't see shit. Like I don't know if he can smell gunpowder,
Sure.
but like he knows what's happening.
Zen.
Yeah, he's
Guns
like,
in.
yeah. And he goes through. What are you looking to make this thing an automatic, or what's the deal? Because that's not gonna be any easy fix there, son.
No, not automatic. Powerful is what I'm looking for.
Power. Well, that we got. We got we got a couple hardened receivers. Are you looking to chamber that thing up to 50 cal? I mean, it can't get much more powerful than that, but
No, I'm pretty happy with my my lazy 308. It's
All
it's a slow around, bit of a downhill battle when you try to go too long, but she's serving me well medium range, that's for sure.
yeah, fair enough. Well, if you're looking for something to up the ante here, I could work you up. He pulls out 3 gun mod parts and puts them on the table. He offers you. We got a hardened receiver, a powerful receiver, or we can hit you up with an advanced receiver. But I gotta tell you, this thing doesn't come cheap.
Yeah, I think that powerful receiver is a right bang for the buck for me. My friend here has got a combat rifle as well. Looking for some goodies for it.
Oh yeah, what kind? Is it a Mark 6 or a Mark 7? Let me see that thing there, pal.
Here
Mark
you go,
6.
mister.
Checks it out. He's like Forrest Gump, like, yes, drill sergeant, like clears this like motherfucker down, like
Johnny's
super
like
quick.
waving his hands in front of the dude's eyes, like to see, like just trying to check that he's actually seeing with his eyes.
He
You know,
smacks
it's
a
like,
hand away.
how? I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
blind. I can still feel when someone's waving their nasty ass wasteland hand around my face. I can smell just fine.
Johnny like smells like they don't. Oh God.
It's probably because your hands still smell like sauerkraut.
Definitely. Yeah, fair enough. Well, we got a handful of things. What are you looking to do? You looking to improve range? You looking to improve speed, power? What's it at there, son?
I had a couple ideas. Thought I could try and increase the fire rate as much as I could, and maybe add a little bit of damage.
Sure. Yeah, we had a
The
quick
hair
offline
trigger.
talk about what you were looking
yeah.
for. It was
So a hair trigger,
yeah.
large
Finned
quick
barrel.
eject magazine, and a
Okay.
finned barrel.
We're going all out.
All out. That's 58 caps, I
Okay.
believe, cost. In
Plus the hardened receiver, powerful receiver. You wanted to get. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Powerful for me. 25 caps according to the rulebook, page 100.
So that's going to be. We lost Justin here. That's right. I believe we've lost Justin in our feed somehow. 1 second.
Come back.
Let me just
Back,
make
babe.
sure. Yeah, so that's going to be, what's that, 58 plus 25. That's a bunch. Someone do that math while I get Justin's feed back in the video.
Is that 72?
I feel like it's
58 is like
58 plus 25, that's 70,
73?
more than that.
72 or 73?
Sure, 73. We'll say that it is.
83? 73?
So who's not got a calculator? Come on here now. Do easy math. Sorry, I gotta get Justin. We've lost
83.
Justin.
Sorry, my bad. 83.
83. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
83 caps. Call it 83 caps. If you want to, there we go. I think we got Justin back now. If you want to give a 83. That'll be 83 caps. He tells you how much it costs because that's normally how fucking stores work when you're not playing an role-playing game and reading things.
Of course.
He offers 85 caps, in fact, for said items. Now, if you're looking to get them installed, it's going to take a little bit of time as well as a little bit of extra money. But Specs here can make it happen.
Actually, Specs, I have time as well, and Specs, may I for a moment? May I see your glasses? Perhaps I could shave a little bit off, or at least barter some goodwill. May I see your Nuka-Cola glasses. You have astigmatism, yes? Nearsightedness?
I don't. She's completely floored. First of all, she's like, "Ghoul, this is new. The words you're saying are just like a stigma. Who? Like
things that are far away, are they very blurry?
Yeah. Most things
May
up close is fine, but like.
Indeed. May I please see your glasses? I can help. I believe they're very good. They are very good, but I can make them better. I believe.
She's like super tentative and like looks over at her dad, and he just says, "That's fine. What have I told you? Ghouls is people too."
Hey!
Hey!
Immediately, I love this guy.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yuri flashes a toothy yellow smile and says, "There is no need. I am from the before times. I was a very good at technical things. So may I please see your glasses? And do you have a workbench that I may work at?"
Yeah, Specs, hand him the fucking glasses. And he's like, "All right, Jesus, Jerry, here." Hands him-
Jerry.
Jerry.
I would like to make a science and
So-
medicine roll.
Sure.
I want to grind these glasses down to be better for her.
Okay.
I'm gonna take like 10 minutes to like do some checking on her eyes and like, can you read the sign back here to like, you know, kind of
Yeah. Do like an eye test.
etc. Better or worse? Better or worse?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll say easy enough. You spend a little bit of time at we'll say you saddle up to one of the workbenches here, of which there are many, and start getting to work doing just that. So,
math rocks here.
yeah, it's gonna be math rock time. I'm gonna say it's going to be a difficulty. It's pretty easy enough. You're just filing down some fucking glass. It's gonna be a difficulty 1 test.
How hard could it be?
Yeah,
hard could it be?
difficult. Actually, scratch that. Difficulty 2. It'll be. I guess it'll be science plus medicine. No, intelligence plus medicine. Sorry.
Intelligence plus medicine.
Yeah,
Okay, well that's a big 14.
you're pretty good at this shit, so you should.
And I get to re-roll one of my dice if I fail because of my lab coat.
Lab coat.
I'm gonna grind these down to be perfect for
Do
her.
it.
That's a 14, so that's an 8 and a 17, but I'm gonna re-roll the
Get
17.
a reroll.
Yep, that's an 8 and a 7, so that's 2 successes.
Dos successes. Dos eckies. Yeah, takes you about the better part of 45 minutes to an hour. To file
Yeah,
these
so, like,
things.
as I'm grinding
down.
this down, he can do all the gun shit.
Sure.
And yada, yada,
Yeah,
yada.
you're there, sort of doing all this work, and it actually takes a while because you get that done, and but I don't know if you noticed, but my peepers don't. I was about to say work so good, but just work full stop is probably good enough. Specs is the one who does all the installation, so if you're able to get. If you're able to help her out a bit, maybe we can work a little bit on this price. How about
She will be more precise now, moving forward in all of her modifications.
Well,
I'm
this-
sure.
this? I could very kind of take. So we'll go ahead and how does you do the thing? It succeeds. Takes about an hour, and he offers you now these mods at a discount of the 75
Oh, heck yeah.
variety. Hey! The installation still ain't free, but we can cut you a bit of a deal. $100 round up. We'll get all 4 of these mods installed. It'll take $100, 100 caps. We'll get these all installed, and it'll take the better part of the day. We got a number of clientele waiting. And as he says that, I'm gonna go ahead and get the group as a whole. Why don't you all go ahead and roll me some perception plus survival checks. Difficulty 1.
Whoa.
Okay, this
Okay.
isn't bad.
1 success for me.
That's 1 success for me.
Oh my god, 2 successes, and my target number was a 6.
Johnny coming through!
Yeah!
Yeah, Johnny.
Okay, one
I
action
finally
point
saw
in the pool.
something.
You finally got a survival roll. Mark the time.
It's a red banner moment. Is that the
9:04
color of the
p.m.
banner?
Eastern, 25th of March. Johnny nails a fucking survival test. Everybody else, how'd you do?
Yeah, 1 success.
Okay,
1 success for me too.
for sure. Yeah, you definitely notice that like you guys are like you are known in town now. And after,
known.
yes, and after chatting with Jerry a little bit, it quickly becomes evident that he does in fact know who you are through word of mouth. But you also notice that folks have been looking at you more intently since you've been in town the last few days, but particularly in and around the area of the Double Barrel. This sort of gun nutty sort of clientele have been giving you the up and down, but there's a group of 3 of these folks, all wearing very much road leathers, very not raiders, but very sort of scavery
Yeah.
type folks, like some very Mad Max looking shit going on here. They got like, for no apparent reason, a metal pauldron on their like leather jackets and stuff, like classic Mad Max vibes.
Yeah.
I'll cough up a little bit and say, as I'm like grinding the glasses down, and just say, friend, those men and women, they look like they are hungry for work, don't you think? As I'm not like looking at them, I'm kind of like on my work, like, making a parabolic lens.
Yeah, I'll go say hello.
Sure. Yeah, you see that there's three folks who've been sort of giving you the eye as you approach them. Two of them sort of stand up while one of them still working at a workbench. You it's a good looking rifle you got there.
Yeah, it's served me well. You all look like you're packing some heat too.
Yeah, we get around from time to time. You when's the last time you put that thing to work?
Well, when you put so much lead through a barrel, it's hard to remember when the last time was. I guarantee within the last 48 hours.
It's pretty big talk. Listen, you sort of see that, like, the one still working at the workbench sort of stands up, cracks her back, turns around. Listen, boys, you don't want to fuck with this one. Rifleman, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm taking it back a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. My friends and enemies call me a rifleman. Grant Kingsmith, at your service.
Yes, I've heard the name. It's been a minute, but I've heard the name. Used to run with Mad Dog. So do we.
Yeah, I've run with a few people over the last few decades. You folks find yourself.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say it's glaringly obvious at this point that, like, these are full-fledged members of the Highwaymen.
Okay, cool. I like the Highwaymen. Yep.
There doesn't seem to be any animosity or bad blood, but, like, they
Yeah.
This older one, like, this looks like a pretty similar situation that y'all ran into with Cutler and
The cutlets?
yeah, Cutler and the Cutlets and the fucking
Cutler and
fuckwit
the Cutlets.
triplets that y'all gunned down in the fucking middle of the road many episodes ago.
You.
There doesn't seem to be any hostility or animosity, but you can tell that, like, it's a very similar sort of crew. You've got an older guy who knows what's up, and then two sort of lieutenants.
You lot are pretty far from home. What brings you here to Boulder City?
It's a good question. A couple of things. So we had time off for good behavior, but or bad behavior, more like it. But we were tracking down a couple of our folks. We were looking for one of their crews went sideways, and we heard about some Legion action down here, and thought maybe they got picked off, and no sign of them yet. But you haven't run into any other crews, have you?
Well, I can tell you we've run into some Legion. Not exactly what you were asking about, but they're pushing the borders. It's a dangerous time out there, more than normal. So make sure you're watching your back.
It's been a while. We've heard tell. I mean, it's not like we're necessarily at odds. Well, you remember back in the day, we kept their space, they kept ours, but it's not really like them to come after one of our crews. Not so blatantly in the open, though. It's not good for business. You seem to be running with the crew of your own these days. Gives a look over at Yuri, sort of like working with this girl, and Johnny doing this.
Johnny just being a dipshit.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Your name carries a lot of weight there, Kingsmith. if you're looking to leave the babysitting behind, you know where to find us. Gun Barrel's never far from home. He's referring to Gun Barrel Ranch, the headquarters of the Highwaymen.
Ooh, Gun Barrel Ranch.
Hey, who are you calling a baby? And Johnny like trips over his shoelaces or something. Like, so embarrassing. Counter to his point.
Yeah, I'll say loud and proud for all to hear most of the recognition you have for my name. I'm embarrassed about myself. I've made some mistakes in my life. I'm trying to make right now. You ever heard of the town Longmount?
No, I can't say that I have. Well, wait a minute. That's that little piss pot west of east of Altona.
Yeah, that's about right. Good place to piss in a pot. I'll leave it there.
All right. Well, you know where we are. Maybe we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you around in the Brahmin Tail. We're gonna head on get ourselves a drink. We'll check you later. Check you later.
Check you later.
They get their shit together and sort of walk off. The younger two are like sort of giving Johnny a bit of the stink eye, but the older one gives him sort of a shot. Come on, I need a drink. Yeah. And they saunter off. Whilst this took place, Yuri, you were successfully able to grind down these glasses to a more manageable, less ridiculous thickness. And when the young girl, affectionately known as Specs, puts them on for the first time, you can actually kind of see her eyes now. They're still sort of like bug-eyed and magnified to a ridiculous amount because she's using actual Coke bottles as glasses. But you can definitely tell right away, oh, wow, that's so much better. Thank you. This is
it will not
great.
Be perfect. I'm not an optometrist, but I believe that I have filed these down to be better suited. You'll be able to see things up close much easier and far away with less struggle.
In fact, she is. She goes back, grabs the mods, and yeah. I mean, Jerry says if y'all are looking to get these put on, we'll do it for you. It's gonna take a little while. I got a lot of other orders, but shit. I mean, you come back about this time tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll have your iron strapped up.
Sure. I'm a little weirded out leaving my gun, but I still have my 44, so that's okay.
Truth.
I would like to see if they have any 44 ammo for sale.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. There is ammo galore in this place. This would be the place to get it.
And ECs. I need something for Sherlock Holmes as well.
And any ammunitions y'all would need, you can acquire here. I have, of course, lost the page for the cost of ammunition because the rule book is fucking huge.
The rule book's fucking huge.
So many pages.
So many
Do you guys are any cute boys at your school?
Like don't get me wrong, I love me some Modiphius.
What's
but, like,
school?
Y'all's
What's
rule
boys?
book is a horror show.
What's boys?
Define boys.
Define boys.
I do remember that energy sells.
Boys to Men is so good.
$3 a pop, 3 caps a pop. As far as the other ammos.
Would y'all be mad if I bought 10 rounds? That's 30 caps.
Sounds pretty reasonable.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 30 of our whatever some odd dollars.
You spent 100 so far of your 280.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 30 caps, so we're down to 250, and I've bumped up Sherlock Holmes to having 10 extra EC rounds.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Not that I need too much. I'm not a combat heavy person, but it's better to have it.
But
not
you need to have ammo for your gun. That's basic.
I don't know what type of ammunition my combat rifle takes, but I need combat rifle ammo.
I think it's
I
45.
think you need 45.
Yeah, it's 45.
Yeah.
Could I purchase 6 rounds of 45 ammo?
Easy. We'll say that I can't find it in the book, so fuck it. 2 caps pop.
And then could I get 14 rounds of shotgun shells?
Hells yeah, we'll say that's another $2 a shell.
Oh, heck yeah. Johnny is strapped, son.
Mark that
I'd like
down.
me some 44, please.
We'll say it's the same because again, I can't find it in the book, and
Cool.
we're doing a television program. For fuck's sake.
I'll buy
Doing a lot.
10 of those for 20 caps.
Lovely. Load up.
And what were the costs for the mods and installation?
It was $100 for the mods and the install.
I think we're down to like 100 caps now.
It's
it would've
okay.
been $100 for all the stuff you bought, and then however much ammunition you bought.
I think we're down to like something like, well, 80 now caps.
Our cap pool was 280
Okay.
before
Yeah.
we started shopping.
Cool. Very good. You a quick recap. You get the guns. Well, you hand over your guns to get tooled up. Gonna take about a day to get them turned around. You do still each have side arms, which is good. And your gun is not is currently still holstered, so you're good. That is. Anything else you want to do at the gunsmith?
Grant. It seems that this, and I'll take Grant aside, and we'll go to the back. I'll be like, it would seem that this Specs and her father are very capable and technical. And this is something that we might need to think about in the future. It would be interesting if we could dissuade them from existing in Boulder City and perhaps moving. I don't know. This is just me saying.
No, I'm reading your mail, my friend. I'd love to have both of these two willing to migrate. Let's maybe find out if there's something they need that we could provide back in Longmount that they're not getting here. I like this idea.
Indeed. When we come back for our guns, we will have a conversation, perhaps.
Looking to get your
Johnny.
folks a weapons shop. Okay, good to know.
Or just, maybe they're tired of the big city. Maybe they just want,
Looking for a simple life in Longmount.
Johnny, should we pay your friend, Trader Joe, a visit
Oh, he's totally
this
should.
time?
Yeah, let's go see what the old fella's up to.
Absolutely.
I'll take Johnny aside a little bit and be like, perhaps you should be the face of this. We are going to negotiate a deal. I would prefer if you be the spokesperson of this. I would like it if he were able to unload any of his goods that he needs at a reasonable rate. He can load them onto the Longmount Trading Company, and perhaps we could do business. But you seem to have a relationship with him, being a Vault Dweller.
Sure, I think he's taking a bit of a liking to the old Johnny here. We'll see if maybe he'll cut us a deal in exchange for being our one of our exclusive providers. Maybe spin it some way like that. What do you think, Mr. Yuri?
I love this enthusiasm. And then I just check that the recording is off on his Pip Boy again.
Wow.
Call back.
Wow.
Nice. That's good.
How does the
Fucking-
damn thing work again?
lot of throwbacks to episode 1. Speaking of Phantom Menace, baby. Speaking of which, Mr. Microwave has been patiently waiting, and as the rest
yes,
of
of
your
course.
group, I can only play so many NPCs at one fucking time. I think currently I was just playing 5, so forgive me for not throwing Mr. Microwave into the books. But he loads up with the rest of you, and all head off to Trader Joe's. Again, it is now getting closer to sort of evening time, dinner time probably fast approaches, but Trader Joe's, you can see that there is a bit of a lineup out the door at this point of folks, not exactly a lineup, but there's like folks coming and going. It's a constant stream. As you make your way into Trader Joe's, it is bustling. The bringing the water back to town has brought people's spirits up, and a lot of sort of caravanners and traders as well, bringing wares to sell and also to buy as you find yourselves inside Trader Joe's. And he's dealing with a number of clients when you do enter, and it doesn't take long for him to see that shining blue vault suit of Johnny Bottlecaps to say, hold on a minute. He gets one of his sort of lackeys to start dealing with that, and wheels himself in his wheelchair around the corner of the his countertop. Oh, Mr. Bottlecap, if it isn't my favorite vault dweller, it's good to see you. Come back there, son. And you brought your compatriots again. I see. Actually, Yuri, I don't think you were with them the first time around, were you? Remind me.
No, I wasn't. I was off doing other shit.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were doing Crimson Caravan shit, I think, when you were there. So you definitely get a bit of a ghoul side eye Oh, it's you brought your company back, and you brought some friends. I see. It's good to see you, sir. What can we do you for today? How did those mole rat chunks you purchased from us last time treat you well?
Oh, delicious, Mr. Joe. You set us up real good, mister. You take good care of us.
Well, we got more where that came from if you need it. So, tell me now, you don't happen to have any more of that good Vault Tech juice with you?
I don't think I've got anything new to show you, unfortunately, from as way as Vault Tech gear goes. But the second I come by anything new, you'll be the first person to hear about it.
That's what I like to hear. That's good. If you ever want to go back, if you ever want to check out the shrine again, you let me know, because we'd be more than willing to part with any of those. If you got pit boys or chips or crates or whatnot, we got anything I can add to the collection.
Work up at this, but he doesn't say anything.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You're my guy through and through. I tell you that.
Good to hear.
I wanted to make a bit of a proposition to you. A little business venture we got on the go here. We've just gone and looking to set up a trading route with our hometown Longmount, and we're looking for a reputable.
But it was his hometown. Oh.
We're looking for a reputable supplier to help supply us with some goods that we can trade back and forth on our trade route. Clearly, we'd use you as one of our preferred providers, and come straight to you for first dibs on basically trading with whatever we got. Is that something that might interest you?
I'd say that would rightly interest me a lot. I heard through the grapevine that y'all made a bit of a deal with Waxman and the caravanners there for some basic supplies. So you're looking for you're looking for some more sort of advanced goods, or you looking to expand this little? Gotta say, it's a pretty busy work setting up a caravan, but we could be interested in perhaps making a deal. What kind of goods are you looking to ship anyway?
Well, I mean, the town could really use some supplies for building and maintaining the settlement, but really it could be all manner of goods at the end of the day. And as for setting up such a complex route, you have Mr. Yuri over here to thank for taking care of the logistics of that. He's really the brainchild behind this thing.
He looks to you. Oh yeah, I might have heard a thing or two about that as well. I wouldn't call Waxman a friend of mine, but we're the merchants. We talk.
I'll take Yuri will take his ledger out of his bag and say, "Hello, Mr. Joe, Trader Joe. How would you like me to address you?"
Friends call me Joe. Enemies call me Trader. No, whatever works for you.
Hey,
To be quite honest, that's just the name on the side. My actual name's Steve, but I mean, we don't need to go into that. They call me Trader Joe. So,
Steve.
yeah.
All right, Trader Joe.
My real name's Trader Steve.
My real name is Trader Steve. I'll say, we are setting up a trade route to Longmount, and if you would like to add any items to our trade caravan on consignment, it would be a 50-50 deal. You would get anything that you sent up. 50% of the profit would go to you, 50% would come to the Longmount Trading Company for protection, transport, and point of sale. We are very interested in doing business with you. You would be a preferred dealer here. I understand from my compatriots here that you have a lot of very specialized goods that might serve Longmount. I know they have the caps to spend, but they don't necessarily have the resources that they need. Things like wells, water-producing technology. This would be something that Carla would be very interested in spending caps on. I know this.
Yeah. Made some wells.
Oh yeah, Carla. Yeah, that's right. I remember back when these things used to work. I did a couple runs. Spent as a younger man, spent a couple nights in Longmount, and yeah, the Carla's Bar there was a mighty fine establishment as far as pit stops go. Yeah, I mean,
now, they're not suffering at the moment, but they would like to be self-sufficient. And if we strike water, then we would send the surplus back to be sold at a profit in Boulder City.
I think
you would have first right of refusal to be the main proprietor of that resource.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, definitely. He seems amenable to this.
I'm wheeling and dealing here.
Yeah. No, this is.
Oh, yeah,
I'm kind
right.
of talking
No,
to my
it's good.
ass a little bit, but like.
No, it's
good.
It's looking good. He sort of like starts, thinking it over, and well, now something water pump or water purifier is not something we take lightly. But it's not something I have on hand, but it's something I could probably outsource easily enough. Take a little bit of time to get it secured, but yeah, it's the kind of thing that I could either figure out from either Idaho Springs or one of the other caravanners if you give me some time, and a good enough deal sounds about right. I think we can
say this: any goods that you put on to Onola May, which is my Brahmin, I will be running her exclusively. You will have 50-50 in consignment. However, for the water, you provide anything that would help us produce a significant amount and surplus of water. We bring the water back, you get 80-20.
Nice.
How's about 60-40, 90-10?
I'm going to roll some math rocks.
Roll some math rocks! Yes,
I need Johnny's help on this.
Yeah,
I
this is-
can
yeah,
assist.
Yes, this is going to be a difficulty 2 test,
Assist it up.
and it will be some assistance required. Charisma plus barter.
Assistance.
Charisma plus barter is no good for me. I'm shitballs at this.
You have 3 action points, and just as a heads up, we are approaching the end of our stream time, so make it count. If you're gonna burn action points, now's the time.
I mean, fuck it.
Do it.
Let's
Now's the
burn
time.
all 3 action points then. Yes?
Okay.
Yep,
do it.
two
Do
extra
it. Do it.
D20s.
Fuck yeah. Do it.
All right. So I'm gonna roll 5 dice.
You'll roll 4, and Johnny will roll 1 as his assist. And Johnny,
Okay.
you use your own stats on that.
I succeeded.
That's 1, baby.
Okay.
You only need 1 more.
Okay, so I've got
Baby.
charisma 5 and barter 0. And now, are you gonna penalize me for being a ghoul?
Now we haven't done this before because I didn't really want to. Bring
Now
it in
this
'cause
this
then
is a good
remind
this
you.
is a good point. You are a goal. Normally you have what, a -1 to charisma.
I think it's a -2.
No, its difficulty I believe is increased by 1. Well, I'll say for the sake of this, difficulty is increased by 1. So I guess we'll call it a difficulty 3 test. So you're gonna need to
God,
get
I'm like the
2
smooth
5s.
talking.
I'm gonna need
Or
to
a
get 2 below 5s.
Out of
Okay,
4
here we go.
dice. I
Here we
mean,
go, here we go.
mathematically, it's decent.
I'm the smooth talking
Oh, that's
barter.
a
and,
2?
like,
I need 1 more.
do it. Roll it.
And that's a 3.
Yeah.
That does it, baby!
Oh.
Baby
Baby
boy!
boy.
Difficulty 3.
Talkingest ghoul on the
Ferda.
fucking planet.
Smooth
For the
talking
boys.
Mark up experience for doing a difficulty 3 test as well. So I
Yeah.
will make note of that.
Nice
Get
work.
A little bit of XP on that
Nice
one.
work. I like it.
3 test.
Thank
and yeah,
you, Johnny.
you get
Thank you.
You get a handshake deal with Trader Joe to get some consignment supplies, 50-50 on anything that he sells, and 80-20 on any water that you bring back to him. Side quest completed.
Oh, we just need a side quest.
Well, it's not a side. I mean, it's
Side quest done.
it's a side quest. You did a thing, and you did a difficulty 3 test. So
We did a
I'll
thing.
call it well.
It was a quest on the side.
It was a quest on
We
the
did a
side.
thing.
Everybody's got a quest
Did a
on
thing.
the side. You.
Quest on the side.
Sweetwater Run.
You get yourself a little bit of scratch secured. You got a little bit better goods, whereas Waxman was going to provide, basic food and like a little bit of water. You've now cut a deal with Trader
yeah.
Joe that he's going to outsource a pretty basic water purifier, but he's going to get it sussed for you ASAP. Tells you it's going to take probably the better part of a week to get it sorted, but he'll get that sourced and sent to Longmount for y'all.
Boys, we just set up a legit trade route.
It's happening.
yeah.
So there you go. You've got the goods. There's only one real step left, and that is going to be the security element of that. And as you walk back out, a little bit high on your laurels, I will say, after a successful day of getting some of your gear reworked, getting yourselves a mission from the NCR, should you choose to accept it, which you definitely do not, and getting some more trade route action done. Things are looking pretty good for the Fistful of Neutrons crew as you make your way back to the Brahmin Tail to have yourselves a good night. You are welcomed back with open arms by Dorman Guns, who notices that he's checking a few less guns than normal into the gun
Pedro,
bucket.
my friend.
Hey, we love this guy.
Hey, gents, good to see you again. Johnny, Whiskey Pete's got your usual up at the bar.
Oh, you're too kind to us.
Kind enough.
We're loving this guy.
Dorman Guns.
Doorman
But
guy.
why doesn't everybody give me another quick perception plus survival test as you walk in and prepare to... The sun's going down, the candles, the lamps are lit, the buzz of electricity is going on as you make your way through the bazaar. Difficulty 1, what do you see?
That's
That's
Dos
two-
Exes.
Yeah, 2 successes for me as well.
Oh my
Yes,
One
goodness.
please.
success, but I rolled a 1.
Okay,
So that's pretty cool.
that's a crit success.
That's a crit
That's
success.
pretty cool.
Okay, so your action pool is suddenly up to 3 again. Well done.
Ooh.
Which we'll record for next time.
Hi.
And it's obvious to you at this point, and when Dorman Guns brings it up, it is of no surprise to you, Grant, when he takes your 44 and puts it into the bucket, and comes up and shakes your hand as he hands you your 44 back.
Oh, well, thank you.
And again, not news to you or anyone when he looks all 3 of you up and down and says, "Please don't use this if you don't have to, but
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I think you got a tail."
Oh, what?
And that's where we're going to leave it off for tonight, as you're back in the Brahmin Tale, and somebody don't been following y'all. And you are back in the Brahmin Tale, and we are wrapped up for another session. Thank you, everyone, so much for hanging in with this one. I saw some folks in the chat there saying that they needed a coffee and a bio break, so you have now been granted just that. I might go get a cup of joe myself, because this was a very exciting episode and a very good time. And on top of that, we done a real good thing, folks, because at the end of today's episode, the tally of our fundraising for Fallout for Hope is $539.36.
Holy
Say $500.
$539.36.
$539.
$1,000.
Every
That is
single dollar, cent,
super duper.
penny, nickel, pence, whatever the fuck from wherever you're from gets matched on these donations from Project Hope. So we are now cranking the donations up to over
It's over 9,000. Did you just say $539?
$539. I'm no mathematician, but that's over $1,000. So that's unreal.
Good job.
Thank you all.
That's 3% of the match. Like,
Unreal. It's
That's
a fantastic
crazy.
thing for you folks to do. Up to $300,000 is being matched by Project Hope's charity partners. So this is just unbelievable. There are few words for it. This was a great time to have you folks come in, to see so many familiar faces from Hondat, Devin Shipwreck, oh my goodness, RC Walker, Hondat, George Keith, fucking Corbin Bear. Just like, it's all-star,
love all you guys.
all-star casting
It's our
crew
Millhouse.
tuning in today. So awesome. Lots of new faces in there as well. So please come on back. We'll be back in 2 weeks. These donations will continue to be up.
Sure will.
This link will continue to be live. Check out our Discord, our Instagram. There's a link tree on there with all kinds of things. So yeah, all of our social medias, you can find us. You can find this link. And if you can't donate yourself, then please consider sharing the link with those that can. It's just an amazing thing for our little stupid channel with us sitting around telling fart jokes and fucking rolling math rocks, to be able to raise money for
you guys
people.
are incredible. This is incredible. Thank you so
we love
much
you guys.
for spending your life minutes and just coming out and watching us do a silly little show. Like, this is
Totally.
amazing. You guys are incredible.
Spending your life minutes and your life dollars on this stuff that we're doing and trying to help other folks somewhere else, like, this is pretty great. It means the world to us that you care enough to watch our show week after week, 2 weeks after 2 weeks, and to throw this into the pot is just amazing. So we're going to keep this rolling for Project for Hope. There's also another really cool initiative started by Chris Birch, the Chief Creative Officer of Modifius Entertainment, called Roll versus Evil. So if any of you folks watching this today will be out there playing any tabletop games, board games, any type of game tomorrow, then consider putting a fundraising aspect into it. If you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, say you're the dungeon master, you can offer your players $1 to re-roll a d20 and collect that money in a pot and donate it to Roll versus Evil. We're gonna start getting in on that charity as well, but Project for Hope is a great place to start. All the dollars are being matched up to $300,000, and y'all have helped us raise over $1,000 already. So thank you so
I'm
much.
humbled.
We're gonna spread the word far and wide. Please do the same. Congratulations to Vault Viking for winning the terrain competition, courtesy of LR Tabletop.
Heyo!
You're gonna get yourself a terrain pack not unsimilar to this from our good buddy Levi Roper, to add to your collection,
That's amazing.
which you can use in future Fallout Wasteland Warfare or any tabletop game. So we're gonna have another giveaway coming up soon. We've got all kinds of new exciting stuff coming. We've got a new merch shop, which is going to be opening up in the next little while. Anyone who bought any merch from our last shop, the shipping rates were fucking astronomical and really cost prohibitive when it came to buying anything. We've got a new situation. We've got it all figured out. We're going to have some new coffee cups available. We're gonna have some hoodies, some t-shirts for all of you crafters and mini painters out there. We're even gonna have some WGNR aprons so you don't get your shit dirty, because that's every hoodie I own other than this one black one is covered in fucking paint. So there's all kinds of fun stuff you can get there, and we're gonna try to work out a bit of a deal, at least while we're doing the Project for Hope stuff, that some of the donations there are going to go towards that as well. So we're gonna have more info on that coming soon. We're gonna have a new Skyrim Sunday video coming out. We've got Battle Report Breakdown Season 2 started. Justin's gonna be coming over to playing more games with me here in the studio to have more two-player games going on. Chakras are fucking exploding. It's all happening. You guys are the best goddamn community in the world. Let's keep those donations going. We're going to be back in 2 weeks. Stay tuned for more information on all of the new cool things we've got going on. And keep fighting the good fight, just like Three Dog says. And WGNR will be back. 2 weeks' time, we'll see y'all. Adios, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Happy trails
Bye.
to
Back next week.
until we meet again. Thank you so much for watching, Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching, Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching, Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching, Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my